Let's invoke the trees. Let's invoke the earth. Spirit of the north, spirit of earth, of nighttime and winter, be with us in the darkness and times of gestation. Ground us in the wisdom of the changing seasons as we celebrate the spiraling journey of our lives.
Ryan Freeman.
My dad.
Wakuna Jackson.
Zia.
Keep going.
My cousin Zaid.
Jason Mays. Stefan Little.
Kaji Soda.
We know Iraqis have died too. Let's remember them.
Mustafa.
Fadl Abbas.
Father.
Come on. Mohamed.
Unknown.
Let's dedicate this ground to them. On the count of 3, let's lift this rod and we'll shout together as we slam it into the earth. 3, 2, 3, lift.
I will speak in Arabic first, then I will in English. أيها الحضور الكريم، أهلا ومرحبا بكم جميعا في هذا اليوم الرائع. الذي نجتمع فيه لنبدأ على بركة الله.
It's the first Mudhif outside Iraq.
المضيف الأول خارج
Mudhif of
العراق.
Philadelphia. The city of love
في
and
فيلادلفيا مدينة الحب والأخوة. مركز شكوكل للتعليم.
at Schuylkill Center for Environmental Education. This Mudhif is a dream. It's always in my mind. And I believe it's also a dream for many Iraqis who want to represent Iraq in their new city. And I hope this will be real very soon, inshallah.
As we create this welcoming space, we want to create a welcoming space for each other today, and so I would really like to invite you to make each other feel welcome, and you know, even if it's your first time here, to make the folks around you feel welcome and included. Use this as an opportunity to enjoy each other's company, because I think this is not about the result. I mean, it is, we're building a thing, but this is also just as important is how we do it, and how we spend our time together, and the way in which we make this happen.
Well, this is a special day for me and for many people in the United States. It's Memorial Day. Today is the day we remember people who've died in armed conflict and wars around the world. So there's a special significance for me on this day to have our ceremony here at the Schuylkill Center for the dedication of the Mudhif. I work closely with veterans who served in Iraq, and a number of those veterans are here today. And the nature of my work as a chaplain in a medical center is the veterans that come to me are experiencing some level of distress and pain, often moral anguish over things they did, things they saw, things they were a part of in the military, in war, and in this case in Iraq. As a chaplain, my work is about tending to those kinds of moral and spiritual injuries and opening up pathways for what we would call atonement or redemption, making amends. And so it's that nature of that work that led us to this project here, which is more than just building a guest house. It's the work of atonement, and it's the work of restitution. It's the work of making amends for the veterans that I work with who have been involved in destruction and death. This is about creation and new life.
When we go fishing, he knows how to catch carp better than anybody else, and he proves it. When we've gone deer hunting, he knows how to tan the hides in a different way than we do here. Like, here he is building a Mudhif. Like, he just knows how to do stuff. He doesn't use books or anything. He just knows all this stuff. So It's just I'm in admiration of my friend over there. But don't tell him I said that.
So how'd you feel about, attending the opening ceremony? And
So I thought I was going to be, I thought I was going to be in the background. So I didn't have any thoughts about it at first until it started happening. And then they asked the veterans to come inside and anyone who's been to Iraq to come inside the circle. So I have been to Iraq. I was there 2004, 2005. And then being Memorial Day, I have lost people. So today I'm really thinking about Sergeant Wakuna Jackson. Lost her in Afghanistan back in 2006. So we were, it was emotional in that regard. And then of course there's like this pang of guilt for being a veteran that invaded Iraq. And so a lot of conflicting emotions that I'm glad are behind me now for the day. And now we're just here working hard and making this happen. So happy to be a part of it.
can you talk a little bit about healing and healing that feeling that you said you had?
Yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing thing. I met these guys. They're Iraqi refugees. I met them, I guess, back in 2017. We did a project downtown, and that was a really tumultuous, just anxious, anxiety-provoking experience. Like I really was nervous and scared sick actually to meet them because I knew for certain they hated me. I was a different person back then. I was just following orders or whatever, but I just knew for certain that they hated me, and I was experiencing, some thoughts of are they going to harm me? Am I being like trapped in some type of way? But we met for a meal, and they were awesome. They were just like you and I and everyone else, and we joked and we laughed and we walked some of the same places, and we had pictures of the same land and just different clothing at the time. So that was an eye-opening experience. It made me feel a lot lighter and really found that like as I said, Mohammed and I had a lot in common and kind of been inseparable until the pandemic started. So a lot of healing. Yeah, a lot of healing.
I feel like so great, to be honest, and I'm so grateful being here. And being here, working this first project in the United States, and building all these roots between the two cultures in the United States and Iraq. It makes me feel like I live home, and I'm more close to my family, my roots. It's great to see all these people from different backgrounds, different cultures, different languages, and they all come together and working on the same traditions and the same culture, and lifting the whole the community together, and especially during this time, during the pandemic. As a family, this is very important for me because I want to show my kids this is how I was born and raised. This is where I was belonged to. This is where I come from.
Yeah, I like how today went, and I'm probably gonna sleep early today.
I'm happy because I dug and I help people do these, and I helped Dad dig, and I did almost everything.
How does it make you feel after you finish digging?
I felt happy because it was fun.
Do you feel closer to your dad?
Yes, because my dad was like this, and so I feel like I'm I'm like Dad. I'm technically a copy of him.
My name is Mohammed. I'm from Iraq. I live in Philadelphia. I like to do the art project, and I find Sarah has helped a lot of that. He's doing great for this. I want to do the Mudhif, me and Sarah and Yaroub, my brother. And today I feel great because I see a lot of people help about this and love it, this project. I'm just need the time become fast to see everything is ready. And I'm looking for the face for everybody work with me in this project. How he's feeling about this. Is it same my feeling? He's happy? Or we see.
I'm Sarah Kavage. I am one of the lead artists on the Lenapehoking Watershed art project. And so I'm collaborating today with Yaroub, Al-Obaidi, and Mohammed, I'm sorry, on to build the Mudhif. So I am basically coming in, learning about phragmites, about this reed, but really knowing nothing about building traditions in Iraq, other than what I've learned in the last year, maybe from Yaroub and now from Mohammed. And so it's a very special day. It's a very emotional day. All these different people coming together and sharing space together and doing this work together with such just joy and happiness. And that makes me really, really touched and also joyful.
I am Yaroub Al-Obaidi. I am from Iraq, and now I live in Philadelphia since 2016. It's really a pleasure, it's really an honor to cooperate with Sarah. She's an just amazing artist. She caring about the environment and the material. First, my background is a designer. I work with materials, but I quit a little bit. I shifted from materials to work with the stories, through my art practice. But now we back again. Our corporation, me and Sarah and other artists, is such a great combination. I believe so. And we are going to materials and the stories behind the materials. We try to create the environmental space and social space for people to meet together, to share stories, to share memories, to share love, to share friendship. Yeah, and I really hope and so excited to see this space that we are going to create is, welcoming everyone soon.
Hi, I'm Tina Plokatz. I'm the Director of Environmental Art at the Schuylkill Center for Environmental Education. And we are also the fiscal agent for the whole Lenapehoking Watershed project for the Alliance for Watershed Education. The opening ceremony was just super beautiful. It was very moving and touching. I have not seen so many veterans and Iraqis together, and also sharing their thinking and their thoughts and their emotions with the public together. I haven't seen that before, and I was really moved by it, and I think a lot of people who were around were moved by it. The Schuylkill Center for Environmental Education, we have an art program that this Mudhif is part of, this art project is part of, and in our art program we are trying to really connect people with nature through the language of art. So art is our tool, our vehicle to make people connect to each other, but also to nature. And I think this is a wonderful example for this kind of experience. Like, art is not only a thing or a sculpture, but it's also the experience doing it together, coming together, building together, constructing together, creating something together, and being creative together. And I think that a connectiveness that this project really established today is a beautiful kickoff in this hopefully new year soon after the pandemic.